had quite a good weekend. Started out with eBay glitching, not wanting to accept photos, not wanting to do shipping. I don't know what was doing on the buyers or on the buyer side. It was glitching real bad, like on Friday. So I didn't get anything listed Friday. Saturday I had to work at my antique booth all day, and so I didn't really get anything listed Saturday. And then Saturday night my phone started cha-chinging. 8 sales between Saturday night and Sunday afternoon. Um, and I've got one pending right now, but I don't know if they're going to accept my counter offer. Anyways, 8 sales, some stuff that was been on my shelf a little while. I tried some of the promotion, and lo and behold, sold a couple items. So in some cases it works. I've had these unusual, kind of slow, weird items on my shelf. These 2 big items here. They've been there a little while, and I promoted them, and they sold. I think I did like 3% or 4%, come out to, I don't know, less than $1 or $1 or something like that. But it was worth it to me. Get them moved off my shelf. Neither of them cost me anything. As far as buying them, I had nothing into them. So I guess let's get started. Start with some small stuff. Magazine, Electronic Gamer Monthly, Star Wars themed. Got a poster that goes with it. Still in the original cellophane. Sold that. That actually come out of my big dumpster dive where I had to do it in 3 videos. So I have nothing into acquiring the magazine other than time. And it sold for $20. That's with free shipping, media mail, so it's probably going to be $3 approximately to ship. So I'll make about $17 on this magazine, free profit. My Little Pony. This is an original 80s My Little Pony steamer. Just came out of a recent video I did where I went over to my buddy's house, and, well, not house, his business. He has a garbage business, and he had a dumpster on the ground, and I'm like, oh, there's some stuff in there, and I started picking. And a lot of the stuff was just 5 a dime, cheap little stuff, and this is just good bread and butter as well, but it was a vintage. I always research most of the stuff off the camera, and this one was a vintage from the 80s. Has a little bit of rub marks right here. The hair is a little frayed up. I got $12 out of it with free shipping. I got nothing into it. So he's probably going to be around $3.50 to ship. So I'll make $8 or something like that on it. If he was in better shape, I probably could have pulled $15 out of him, but he's not perfect. He's got some rubs and some scuffs, and his hair's a little gnarly. So, but he didn't cost me anything. He came out of a dumpster, and I'll clear about $8 on that. Did that with free ship because it was light. These also came out of a dumpster dive. I don't remember which one. Video games. A couple videos ago, I think I covered them. But they are intact, good shape. Didn't cost me anything. I don't remember what I sold them for. Let's see. I sold them for $18 for the pair. So again, they didn't cost me anything. Usually when I go dig through my buddy's dumpster, I just grab things that look interesting, look like they might have value, because I don't want to tie up. He's running a business. I'm just there out of courtesy from him. It helps him out because he pays by the pound to dump stuff and throw it in the landfill. And he figures if I can take it, make a little money, keep it out of the landfill, and he doesn't have to pay to dump it, it's good for everybody. So I just grab stuff that looks interesting, looks like it might have value, and I'm sure there's things I miss. But And sometimes I learn things. Like these, you know, these tapes, I grabbed them because I knew they were video games, and I figure if they didn't have much value, I could always donate them or throw them back in the trash. And turned out I made a little money on them. Didn't have anything into them. These will be going out media mail as well, so they'll probably be about $3 to ship. So I sold them for what, 18? So I'll probably make about 15 bucks, 14 and a half bucks off these two tapes. Ink. Expired ink always sells. I have every color, the red, the yellow, the blue, and the black. 564 extra large. Sold them as a grouping. I bought these. I actually bought these at the thrift store, 99 cents a pack. They expired 2014, October of 2014. And I disclosed that in my post that they were expired. And I sold the 4 of them, $23. And that's with free shipping as well. So they're going to be, you know, $3.50, $4 to ship. And then I got $4 into them, so I got $8 into them. So I am still going to make 13, 14 bucks, maybe 15 off of these. And I spent $4, so I turned $4 into 15. I got some extremely expired ink listed for under 10 bucks a thing, you know, $4 or $5, and they're not selling. They're probably too expired. But if you only go back a few years, like I said, this is 2014. That's 5 years or something like that. The stuff sells. People buy it because it's so expensive to buy brand new. And it's a good deal for the buyer, and I make a little money. All right. More Lego. Got more Lego people. And I sold this grouping of Lego people for 15 bucks. Again, free shipping because it doesn't weigh anything. These are mostly Harry Potter, and there's a mix of some other characters in here. You can see there's how do they say that? Gelgavar. I can't pronounce those crazy names. There's just little Harry Potter characters in here. There's the I believe that's the Punisher. There's some race car driver. There's even like a little Harry Potter spider. There's an owl. Just some Harry Potter stuff. And I got 15 bucks. These came out of a dumpster pick as well. I pulled out, you know, Lego piles of stuff. In fact, a couple videos ago, I think I showed where I found these. They were in a ripped paper bag. I pull out the little people and sell them separate, and then all the bits and pieces I save up, and then I'll sell them as just a Lego grouping of Lego blocks. Because it's not a full set. They were out of the dumpster. They were just thrown in a bag. But the people sell pretty good by themselves. So again, nothing into them other than time and the shipping. So I'm probably going to realize get about $3 or so to ship. Sold them for 50. So I'll probably get about $12 out of them. Okay, this I bought a couple summers ago, and I just never got around to listing it until recently. It is a pipe, a really nice hand-carved pipe. It's actually quite nice. Got a nice case, although it does seem to have a little bit of a damage. Get unscrewed here. If you can see it, it's really hard to see. Right there on the thread, there's a crack. I'm guessing a collector bought this, not somebody who's actually going to smoke it. I bought it at a yard sale a couple years ago, or not even a couple years ago, probably a year ago. I bought this, another pipe, a box of Elvis memorabilia, mostly porcelain dishes or plates. I think they might have been Franklin Mint or something. And a little mini Victorian style couch. I sold the couch. I paid 30 bucks for the whole pile. I sold the couch for like 150 bucks. The plates, I still got half the plates. They haven't been selling great, $5, $6 a piece. And then the pipes I've never gotten to. The other pipe I still haven't listed. And I just sold this one, so I'm into the money after I sold the couch. I'm already into profit. $25. Also with free shipping because it's not heavy. So that'll be about $4 shipping. So I'll probably make just a little over $20 on this pipe. And I paid $30 for the entire pile. Sold the couch for like $150. I still got another pipe to go, and I've already sold about half of the dishes, so I probably made, I don't know, 30, 40 bucks on the dishes, the Elvis dishes. So that was a good buy. I did that about a year ago. This came out of a storage unit that I bought. And I paid like 20 bucks for this storage unit. I'm way into the money on that already. It had all kinds of RC stuff, and this was an RC that was left over. And every RC I sold for parts because they weren't complete. They didn't have remotes, they didn't have batteries, things like that. But it is a RC. Doesn't have a battery pack, doesn't have a remote. I believe it was Radio Shack. Yep, Radio Shack. Good for parts, good, but for a body transfer, or you could restore it and use it if you know enough about them. A lot of people like to transfer bodies onto more higher quality drive units. But I sold that. Like I said, I'm way into the money on that. That's actually been sitting on my shelf a little bit, so I promoted it. I think I did like a, I don't know, 4% promotion on it. They actually said, promote your item. And I'm like, okay, I'll check this out. If you promote it at 4%, it'll cost you blah, blah, blah. So I did the promotion, and lo and behold, it actually sold after it had been sitting a while. And it sold for full asking price, plus shipping for 30 bucks. So that's kind of cool. Got 30 bucks out. I got more out of this one piece than I paid for the whole storage unit. So that worked out really good. But it took me a little while. It's probably been, I bought that early, mid-spring, early spring. So it's been all summer. It's been sitting on my shelf. And I didn't wait to list these. They've been listed a while. You look back into my videos where I talk about I got called out for having a GoPro. I come across a yard sale that has a table full of free stuff. So I grabbed a bunch of it. Remote controls were one of them. There was, what else was there? Remote controls. There was scrap metal. I grabbed a bunch of scrap metal. There was a microfiche view screen. I still have that, still listed. And a calculator. At least I think it's a calculator. Electronic. And might be easier to take you to it. This little bugger here, it's pretty heavy. But it was out there for free. I plugged it in, it powers up. And it, it does when you hit the buttons and hit total. So I don't know if it takes paper or what, don't know much about it. But I sold it. It was one that I promoted at about 4.5%, something like that, because it wasn't selling. It's heavy. And I took a best offer, $35 plus shipping. And again, I had nothing into it. I picked it up at a yard sale in their free pile. So that's $35, and they're paying the shipping, so I'm going to realize the whole $35 except for the fees. In fact, I forgot to include the fees on all these other purchases, so you can take about 12% off of what it sold for on any of the given items besides the shipping. So I won't make quite as much as what I was thinking. My bad, I wasn't doing all the math in my head. But money's money. Most of the stuff I got for free. And made some money on it. Had a good weekend. 8 items, which is a really good weekend for me, especially considering the weekend started out with eBay glitching and not working. I'm happy. We got 5 sales for you today. First off, the ever popular remote. I bought this at a yard sale. Didn't get it on video. Got a whole plastic tub of remotes for $1, and this was in there. This was the most valuable. I just sold it for 14 bucks with free shipping. And it's really light. It won't cost much to ship. probably just over $3. So I'll make about $10 on this remote. And I still probably got 10 remotes to go through, but they're probably not going to be quite as valuable. Okay. Retro rocket ship bank. I honestly don't remember. It's not perfect. It's missing the plug. It's missing the rubber tip. But it does work. Got some paint rubs. I don't remember where I got it. I can't for the life of me remember. It either came out of the bins or possibly a dumpster pick. I know I did not buy it at a yard sale. I'm sure I didn't. I don't remember. I can't remember where it came from. But I know I didn't pay much. Probably lucky if I have $1 into it. And it sold for $20 plus shipping. So I had $20 for it. If it was in better shape, I could have probably pulled $35 out of it. And so we got that one sold. And this I got in a trade for some G.I. Joe toys with a friend. It's a Little Red Line Hot Wheels. I've already sold the other Hot Wheels off. I did better on the Hot Wheels than I think I would have done on the G.I. Joe stuff, just because the G.I. Joe stuff seems to be a little slower seller. This did sit a little bit though, but I just sold it for $20, or $22 actually, with free shipping. So that puts me up to $35, $45, $55, $57 total before fees and expenses. It's not very heavy. Free shipping, it's going to be, about $3. This one I bought at a yard sale for sure, I remember. It is Ghostbuster gumball machine toy with the original box. I tied it back in with the string. It didn't come tied in. It was just sitting in the box, but it did have the box. And I had to give it a bath. It was a little dusty. But I got it at a yard sale for $1, and I sold it for $28. With free shipping. So I'll probably realize after shipping $24, and then of course there'll be fees. So over $80 in sales there. Last but not least, this come out of a dumpster pick. Didn't cost me anything. A Sakura doll. It's an anime doll. Card captures. Come out of a dumpster pick. I found it loose in the box like this. Actually, the clothes were loose. They weren't in a bag. I bagged them up. And there's like a whole series of them. And I got some more of these dolls, but I don't think they have the box. I sold this for $10. Because the ones that were like mint condition, still sealed in the package, we're doing 15 to 20, and there was not a lot of call for them. There was maybe 4 listed. Actually, there was 4 of this type. This actual figure, there might have been 1 or 2, and there was 0 sales of any of them whatsoever. But they were asking $25, $35 for, but they were all newer, sealed. So I thought, okay, this one's been opened up. It's missing a mitten for sure on the set, because it comes with 2 outfits. Missing a mitten on the second outfit, and it's been opened up. So it didn't cost me nothing. The package ain't perfect, so I listed it for $10 plus shipping, and it sold. Took about a week and a half. So that puts me, before expenses and fees, just over $100. After shipping and fees, I'm probably going to be 60, 70, maybe 80. I haven't done the math. Fees are about 12%. Shipping, if it's free ship, it's probably going to be 375 to $4.50. There's always some expense comes right off the top, but it still adds up, especially when you don't touch it and you just leave it in your PayPal. So, anyways, 5 sales. I'm happy with that, especially for one night. That's pretty good. Okay, a few more sales for you here. Alright, another pack of ink. Paid 99 cents a piece for them. They expire January of 2020. There's 3 of them. The red, the yellow, and the blue. Got 30 bucks for them with free shipping. Paid 99 cents a piece for them, so I got like 3 bucks into them. There'll be shipping fees, so I'll probably realize $25. Yeah. Ink sells. A Michigan Renaissance Festival cup. No date. I do believe it's a little older. I bought it with one that had a date from the 90s. Sold it for, I don't remember, $14.10. Sold it for $14.10 plus shipping. I bought this at a thrift store for, I don't remember. It was 90 cents or maybe $1.05 or something like that. Say I paid $1 for it. Sold it for $14.10. They're paying shipping, so I'm going to probably realize probably around 12 bucks on this one. Nice little mug. And then I had these 2 dinosaurs, large, heavy plastic dinosaurs. This one was a Larami, Larami Incorporate built this one. This one was made by Disney. It is a Cantatosaurus, something like that. I can't pronounce some of these words. From the movie Dinosaur. I listed them together for 18 bucks. I had somebody contact me, said he just wanted this one. I said, well, what's it worth to you? He said, well, if you're asking 18, I'll give you 9. I said, plus shipping? He said, plus shipping. I'm like, all right, I'll do that. Make me the offer, because I always have best offer on my sales. And he made me a $9 offer. I accepted, and I'm just going to send him this one, plus shipping. This one I'll keep and relist with another lot of dinosaurs. So I got 9 bucks out of him, plus shipping. He's a Disney dinosaur. And actually he's quite light, but seems how the guy that bought it paid for priority, I'll send it out priority anyways. Yeah, so I honestly don't know where they came from. I might have picked them up in a dumpster dive, or the other possibility is they came in a bag of toys that I picked up at a thrift store for another purpose. I really don't remember, so I couldn't tell you what I have into it, but I'm sure it's almost nothing, if nothing. So, good figure after fees, you know, probably $7.50, $8 maybe. And if you figure I got something into them, so we say I make $7 on him. So those are my sales for today. Well, all right, can't tell fourth quarter is here. While I was packing some stuff to ship this morning, just got 2 more sales. So I'm going to share them with you and get them shipped out. A vintage Peter Pan action figure doll. It was 70s, I believe. I can't read it right now. I'd have to, let's see. 1968. Sold it for 22 bucks. This came out of one of my dumpster picks. And it's in really nice condition. So I have nothing into him other than my fees. And he's going out with free shipping. He's not very heavy. So probably going to be, I don't know, $3 to ship. So yep, I'll realize, you know, 18, 19 bucks on him. These items here Pizza Hut Land Before Time vinyl puppets. There's 3 of them. I bought them out of a thrift store, 99 cents a piece. And I just sold them, so I have $3 into them. They're going to probably go, let's see, probably going to be going with free shipping because they're not very heavy. Plus shipping. Okay, just sold them for $15. I took a best offer on them. They're not in the best condition. They got a lot of paint rubs and everything. But other than that, they're not torn, they're not cracked, they're in good shape. $15 plus shipping. For the 3 of them, I paid $3 a piece for them. So, you know, I realized $11, $12 on them anyways. Last minute 2 sales there. Okay, we'll wrap this video up. It was a busy week, a busy weekend, lots of sales. I know there's a lot on here. I'll try to keep them shorter from now on so they don't get too long and drawn out. I get a little busy and it's hard to keep up on it all. If you enjoy what you see, if you like my videos, ring that bell for notifications so that you can be notified when I put out new content. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And always, always leave me a message. Enjoy your junk.